Hello everyone, welcome back to Stoic Mike Trading channel. And today we have a very quiet day, as maybe quieter than yesterday. We've got few stocks to watch on. Maybe they will make a move. There's 3 minutes left until the opening on official opening on the stock market, and we've got Rhyme, RIME, watching right now. We've got ELIH and see what the market offers. And we've got VIR, which had really good news yesterday, had earnings, and they also had a deal with Atlantis, something like that. Let's see. Astellas, sorry. They had a move with Astellas, and they will get $335 million in a licensing deal for prostate cancer treatment. All right, so last night made quite a move from 8 all the way to 13, and today around this area made a pop to 13, then it dropped to 12. This is where I took a trade on it. Let's go on the 1 minute chart. So I've entered around, after this pop, I've entered around here. I think it was around here at 12.20, and then it dropped and I got out for a loss. And then I tried again here. I got in here at 12.30. It retraced, pulled back, and I held. Then it had a little pop here, then retraced again, and then I stopped out around this area for another loss, for small loss, $4. So on the first one I lost about 24, and then on the second I lost $4. And then I shorted it around this area here. So after slow, okay, the market is open. Let's watch what the market's gonna offer us. I think Rhyme is our favorite for today. Let's see what it does. Rhyme is got 5.7 million float. Let's go a little bit of volume. All right, look at that. What was the news on Rhyme again? Oh, awarded a pilot program with Coca-Cola India to launch pilot transportation program on semi-cap collaboration. Okay, so don't know how good or bad that news is. We're gonna watch the price action and see if a pattern is developing where I can trade, where I can get a trade in my favor. But also LRMR from 290 went all the way to 4. This is a higher market cap, 38 million float. Okay, looks like it wants to move. Check the news again. LRMR. FDA's breakthrough. Right. FDA approval jumping mark on breakthrough therapy designation for lead compound. Okay. That's a good news, really good news. FDA designation of breakthrough. We watch the scanner. Here we can see what stocks are moving up today. I set it at stocks with a price over 40 cents and at least 19% up on the day. So the leading stock is 53% on TLIH, but it's a little bit cheaper, and I don't think it's gonna make a big move. If he develops some momentum, then maybe we'll trade it. But for now, it's not looking very well. Very good. See what LRMR is doing. Got 800,000 shares traded on this 1 minute candle. Let's see. Let's check how expensive the locates are. Well, it's easy to borrow because it's got a higher market cap, it's got a higher float as well, so it's easy to borrow. Plenty of shares available to short. 370. Let's see if it breaks 380. I would be interested to get in round 4. Breaks 4 might give us a good move, but I'd say the expectations are pretty low. I think this might be a grinder, so it might go up slowly. So a little bit up, a little bit down, a little bit. 2-3 candles green, 2-3 candles red, maybe. I don't expect a very explosive kind of move from 380 to 5, but you never know. You can never know what's happening. Let's watch it. Got 390 now. 20 cents move from this 2-minute consolidation. Reach 4 on 1.6 million volume. Okay, getting better. Getting somewhere. So in this cold market, what we need to do is to be cautious. Exercise caution. Trade small. Reduce risk. Reduce risk because trading big share size in a cold market, it will increase the chances of losing money. So trade small. Let's find some good trades, good patterns, and see how it goes. It's better to have small green day than have a big red day. So want to avoid the big red days. Okay, we've got 3 stocks on hold. FGL 1180, that's a really low volume. We had a recent reverse split, 1 for 100, well, 2 weeks ago. Then we have HSPT, also a very low volume, and we had ANPA. This I traded before. ANPA makes quite big moves, but with big spreads. Rhyme now. Rhyme. Okay, Rhyme reclaimed the 20 EMA. Now let's see if he creates a base above the 20 EMA, then I might get in. Got deal. It's not too bad news. Good news. Positive news. Let's see if the impact will be high on the price. Look at this. We've got a 5,243% stock, but this is not real because it just had a reverse split, probably 1 to 50. So it increased the price 50 times. That's all it is, but not a real move. It didn't go from $1 to 40. Yeah. Pretty slow, pretty not much to trade, not much to do. Very slow month, very slow beginning of the year. First 2 months of the year, one of the slowest, maybe in the past 4 or 5 years. I think 2022 or 2023 was also this slow. Okay, so we have this base here. I think I will buy 100 shares for the break of 4. It looks more like a resistance around 4 right now. So will we get the breakthrough and continuation, or we will get a rejection? Don't know. Probably if we consider the slow market, it's best to not go for the break out because the chances to break out and make a big move are really low right now in a cold market, in a slow market. If it was a hot market with many stocks going up a lot, then the chances would be higher. And then you go, there is another rejection there. Coming down now. So that would have been a loss if I got in here at 398 for the break of 4. That would have been a loss. Cautious approach is better than a loss. Now let's see what we're gonna do now. We're gonna wait for this drop and see if there will be a consolidation above 20 EMA and then another try break the 4. Yeah, let's see. ANPA shows resumption at 11:50 on 20,000 shares in the 2 minutes prior going to a halt. If there's any news, no news on it. Not something crazy, but let's just watch it for fun. 11:77 shows resumption right now. So it's been in a hold since 9:36. Usually resumes after 5 minutes, past the 5 minutes, and now it will go for the 10 minutes hold. BIR made a pop. Oh, that's a 70 cents pop. Very sporadic action. This SPY is climbing up after the sell-off yesterday, the drop. The reaction to the news was not too bad. Dropped $8 from 689 to 682.81, and now this climb back up from 680, 683. Seems good. Stock market seems strong. Seems like it's holding. We've got NCI on hold. All right. Oh, look at that. NCI, which was the crazy stock yesterday, the wild horse, now is dropping. A very low volume from 643 went into a hold at 575. Resumption flat. It shows a resumption flat. 40,000 shares of volume. Really low. Let's see how the locates are. Pretty expensive again. Yesterday were very expensive as well. Yeah. We might not get anything to trade for today, unfortunately. Watching NCI as well. I have ANPA. Rhyme. Is Rhyme gonna give us something? So we have a sort of triangle pattern forming here. Something like this and something like this. So we have like a wedge, downtrend wedge. We'll see if it breaks this resistance here. Downtrend resistance. VIR can. I don't trust it. It doesn't look safe. At least not for now. It's just wild, unpredictable. Just too risky. I'd say it's too risky. MPA still showing a strong resumption, 11.98. That's over $1 from fault level. LRMR. Yeah, I'm jumping from stock to stock because there's nothing to trade. And we are hunters of volatility, right? We hunt for big moves with news, preferably. And we manage risk. So try to risk as little as possible or as much as possible on the way. As the William O'Neill was saying, the whole secret to winning is the stock market. In the stock market is to lose the least amount possible when you are wrong. So keep the losses small until better opportunity shows up. Look at that rejection again from 4. Here's a breakout trader. You would get maybe in here to anticipate the breakthrough 403, 404. But look, rejected. So that was that would have been a loss. Keep losses small and winnings big. That's the secret in the stock market. Had not even one single stock up over 100% on the day. Nothing. I'm not sure if we had yesterday. That NCI maybe would have been, but nothing. So if you think of a week ago, we had PLYX. Was it PLYX? I think it was, right? Okay. Yes, PLYX. PLYX went from 250. I don't know why it's not shown on the daily chart. From 250, $3, let's say, to all the way to $76 in 1 minute. 1 minute. Let's look at this maybe. PLYX. Yeah, look on the IBKR platform. You can see the wick. You think this is fake, but it's not fake. This really happened. there were shares traded at that price. Let's go on 1 minute chart and discuss it a little bit because there's nothing else to do. Right, look at this. So I had a little bit of very low volume. This was early in the morning. It was 10 o'clock London time, which is 5 o'clock New York time. Very little volume here. Then a little bit more volume here, like what was it? 70,000 on this candle, 70,000 shares. And then it dropped. So nothing really that you could make a case for it, for example, right? And then it drops. And then it curls back up a little bit from 290 to 360. And then from 360, boom, in one single minute, went from 360 to $65 a share. Imagine that. So you get $60 on one share. If you had 100 shares, this could have been $6,000 profit with 100 shares. But again, it would have been difficult to get in here and hold it all the way, because you have to be really, really lucky to sell at the top. Because this move happened so quick, went from 360 to 65, and then it dropped back again to 15 in less than a minute. I think it was like 45 seconds. It dropped, and then from 15 on the next minute it dropped to $4, 4.28, and then it bounced back to 8. But all this round trip, it took less than a minute. So imagine that if you these kind of moves are really scary. But that was a 2,000% move in less than a minute, and that happened on the 17th of February, so just a week ago. It was last week. Yeah, I think it was last week on Tuesday. Was it? I think so. And yeah, the market can be really, really quiet, and all of a sudden you get a stock like that just goes crazy out of nowhere. I don't remember if they had any news or something like that, but that move, that is just abnormal and dangerous, really, really dangerous. Imagine if you bought like a 30, 40, $50, and then it drops on you on 20 seconds, it drops $20 or $30. Ooh, that can create like some huge losses. So that's really, really, really risky, really dangerous to trade stocks like that. And the market can be crazy sometimes, really, really crazy. So we have here GRAN on hold up. Put it on the watch list. GRAN on hold up, really low volume as well, 14,000 shares. Not so GRAN has no news. Resumption at 332, so 1 cent above. That's a lot. That doesn't signal very bullish trend. And then we had one more. We had which one was it? FGL? Oh, I actually had two holds. Interesting. FGL. but really low volume as well. So now this is a risky stock. Better to stay away from it. 26,000 shares in one candle. That's really low. Here had 100,000. I'm not sure what happened here. Why it doesn't show? I think something is wrong with the platform. LRMR going again for that break of 4. Does it have enough power now to break through? Does it have enough buyers? Let's see rhyme again. Is he breaking that channel, that wedge? I don't have any high hope. ERAN. Let's see this. Does he hold 3 and does he create a new high? Is he going back above 330? It's just about to go. Yeah, looks interesting. There's no sellers, no big seller on the ask. 86,000 shares traded right now, 89. Got 20 seconds left in this candle. I think it looks weak. If it was a strong momentum, it would have jumped already higher. If it breaks 330, okay. Nice, I missed that entry. Oh, does it hold 360? Oh, it does. Okay. I buy this dip here at 363. Let's see if he holds. Stop loss is at 330, so that's it. About 30 cents risk. At 370 now. 75. When we're looking now for a push over 4, maybe into a hold. This is the hold level of 411. It will go into a hold. Let's see if we get that. was about to go, but then it got rejected. So I don't know. It looks like it's holding for now, but I don't have very high hopes, to be honest. I've entered a little bit high at 360 on that pullback, but yeah, I missed the entry at 340. I think it was after the break. A bit high, 20 cents high. 400,000 shares of volume. That seems a bit high. I'm getting out. Yeah, I don't know. What was it? $15 profit. I will watch and see what it does, because I missed the best entry. I got a little bit high, so there was no point to stay for too long. If it was to go all the way into the hold, then yes, I would have held. But for now, it needs to form a pullback, a leg, and then another move higher. If it doesn't drop too much, if it holds the like 350 maybe, then I might get back in. $60, but I come back to 380. But just for a second, see that rejection there? Doesn't look very strong now. See how they locate. The locates are cheap. It's easy to borrow. I took 100 shares just in case I will want to short it later. Even though I would like to short it here, I think. With a stop loss at 390, but let's see. Maybe it makes a bigger move higher, and then shorting will sound even better. Maybe now it's too early for shorting. Okay, we've got another stock split here, 1,800%. Yes. Mm. Not too bad. Then tempting to get back in. LRMR rejected again to break that fall. So look at that. Once, twice, three, 4 times, 5 times, maybe rejected that fall. Very good that I stayed out of that. Where is that thing? Was it GRAN? Okay. Here it goes again. 300,000 shares of volume. GRAN. No news. 77 million market cap. For a float of 5 million. Says here says a float of 5 million. That would make it a 20 million market cap. So there's a difference between IBKR and TradeZero. Here it says 75, and here would mean like or 20 million market cap. So yeah, sometimes the numbers don't match, and there's some errors in the numbers sometimes. Now I think a rejection of 3 or 4 to bring a drop. Yeah, it's not very clear. I have but it's not easy to read. 1025 went to 1190. Really choppy. Look at this week here. Look at these weeks here. It's just bouncing up and down and on low volume as well. Nah, just a risky stock as well. Then we had FGL. What's the spread? Like 30 cents spread. 20 now. Really low volume. As well risky. Well, when it's risky and it's uncertain and it's just don't know what to do, just relax, stand back, watch the market, don't do anything. You can't lose money if you just watch. The market can't take your money if you're not in the market. So that's what I'm doing. Have a cup of coffee. Watch, watch, relax, and wait for the opportunity to come to me. Look at that. The shorts got a bit more expensive. The locate, I mean. And what is this? Just sell off, yeah? No bounce. Nah. Look at that. Yes. You can't really get in and out in this kind of situations because it's a bad setup. It's just starts to drop and doesn't give you a pullback, doesn't give you an entry level, doesn't give you a weak, and doesn't give you a rejection. It's just starts to drop, and you never know when to drop, when the drop ends. I have a small loss on the day, so I'm not very bothered about that. Actually, I'm not bothered at all. Good to keep the losses small. When the market is cold and there's nothing to do, just wait. We just wait. Well, now this had a double bottom here, but that looks weak. So I'll take this short here at 309. I'm thinking it will drop back. I think the whole move has ended, and it will drop back to 270 maybe. Let's. I'm calling at 309 short, and stop loss will be 322. So about 13-14 cents risk on this trade. No big deal. Let's see if we let's see if the sell-off continues. That was a rejection. Back to 309 now. It's going down again. Might work, might not. It didn't hit my stop loss yet. I think I dropped. I'll get out if it at 319 now. Where this is the blue line is the 20 MA. If it hits the 20 MA, then I'll get out. I'm expecting to just drop. There is no reason for a bounce. I'm not gonna stay into the trade if there will be a bounce. This looks like a bit of consolidation in this area in a downtrend pattern. So this is a downtrend pattern. And let's see if it breaks below 297. If it breaks below 297, then probably we'll go for the 270 or 256, even to the hold level down. Oh, it looks interesting. I did not expect to sell off like this. Okay, it broke the 297. Now it dropped to 288. Let's see if it goes for the 250. This is the hold level. So if it goes to 251, then the price will stop there. Okay, that looks good. 70. Okay. The sell-off increases, the volume increases, is looking good for the shorts, not good for the bulls. The bears are in control. 270, 265. And good, we get a 250. We've got 11 seconds left, 9 seconds, 6. We've got a 257, 268. All right, I close it here. At 261, I got out for a $47.50 win. It might keep dropping, but I've got my trade, and I don't need to risk the profit. Now look at that, nice, nice. Because the more it drops, then the higher chances of a reversal are. So that's why I choose to take my win and walk off. But look at that, 230. Ooh, nice. So we made a round trip. It went from $2, but without any volume. The real trade maybe started a bit of volume here at 270. But anyway, let's say it started at 2. went to $3.90, $4, 100%, and down, and now almost all the way back down. It's a bit of a crazy move. That's all it is now. Well, and with this trade, now I'm green on the day, $36, but we have to take into consideration the commission and locate, which is $9.90 plus $3, that's $13 out of the 36. So $23 left on the day. So I'm green $23 now, thanks to this trade here. I took a small share position. I didn't think there were really high chances for this to happen, but I said let's give it a try, and it worked. What else is moving now? FGN. No, what was it? FGL. FGL. Okay. Well, from 12.33 to 15.55, that's a $3 move. Not too bad. FGL, did I trade it? I see made a move from 13 all the way to 31. Then it dropped back to 13 again. That was 2, 4, 6, about 7 days ago. It was here on the 13th. So that was no, about 11 days ago. Yeah, 7 trading days and 11 calendar days. Don't know what to make of this, really. XG. Let's see what the news bring. There's no fresh news. Market cap 6 million. Had a recent reverse split. From 35. Pretty low volume, but not too low. Like 50,000 at $15. That's what? That would be $750,000 traded in one candle. Yeah, not too bad. On a small market cap, it can mean a lot. Yeah, the float says 100,000. It can't be that low. Nah, that must be. I'm not sure that, but I think it's wrong. The float won't be that low. Can it? I don't know. Yeah, so resumption it says 1602. That's $15 high, and it's above the previous high of the day, which was here, right? 16. But I would expect for the spreads to be quite high, which sometimes makes it untradeable. SNDK. It's taking a bit of a dump. We have right. So our resumption now. 1560 to with 16. So that's a 40 cent spread. Let's see. I get into this. Spreads are gonna be high. Ooh, just dropped into a hold 1467. It just dropped into a hold at 1467. Now it's gonna go fold down. Shows resumption at $14. So it didn't hold the price, didn't hold over the 16, unfortunately, to go to maybe 30 or so on. SNDK. Let's see what SNDK does, man. Because many traders would say in a few posts where they say it's gonna go to 1,000 or whatever. Well, it seems like it didn't. At least not for now. It took a drop from 682 to 630. That's a $50 drop. I don't usually trade these kind of high price stocks, but just for research. This caused a big drop. So it's gone from $60 just last year, July, August, to 700, over 1,000%. And it didn't have any significant drop in price, like no, 50% drop or anything like that. And the drop here, I think, very, very small. Now, looks like a double top around this area, 680. We get $100 drop, maybe 200. Don't know. Sometimes it happen. It happened with MSTR, I think. Could happen here as well. The news on this. Lower after Citron Research announced a short position. Oh, okay. That's the news. SNDK. Citron Research post on X. Citron is short SNDK. They don't ring a bell at the top. We don't need Anthropic to announce they are making NAND. Samsung is already the 800-pound gorilla, and they've been running this playbook for 30 years. I don't know what that means, but Citron it's short. So that could have caused the drop on this. Is it gonna cause a big multi-day drop, or something like that. I don't know. For now, it looks pretty bearish. It's under the 20 EMA on a 5-minute chart, but it's still above the 20 EMA on 1-day chart. Where would I enter if I got into this 634? It looks good for a short position. Looks good. 633. So that would be, I have to play really small on this. Maybe 10 shares. Uh, 10 shares maybe would be too early now to enter, or either too early or too late. Let's wait for a good setup. Well, when there is nothing in the small market cap, then we go into big market cap and see here if we find some special, very rare moves like this one today. SNDK got a huge move made in the past 1 year, less than a year. It went up over 1,000%, and now maybe it's due for drop, especially with Citron news. Citron news will put pressure on the stock, and maybe it was gonna spook some bulls, some buyers from buying, and even some holders maybe will start selling because they made a lot of money if they held from last year until now. Some people could say, okay, I had enough, let me sell my position, and that will add even more pressure on the stock. Yesterday was dead. Today is dead as well on the small market cap. But this is an opportunity to exercise patience, exercise discipline, and wait for those really good opportunities when the good days come. We learn to stay out of the market when the market is cold, and we preserve our capital. We don't risk losing money. And when the good days come, we don't have to dig ourselves out of a hole. So if we don't lose a lot, then maybe few small days, few small red days, we might recover it in a one green day, one good green day. So if you lose too much and you have big red days, then it will be hard to recover even in the hot days, in the good days. This looks like a good entry on this double top. I think I'm gonna short it around here. What's this? 638. So I'm in at 642. So I shorted this pop on the 5 minutes chart against this double top around this area 648. So with 10 shares, that's about $7 risk. That would be about $70-$80 risk. Made a U-turn. It's like a U shape, and then hopefully it's not a cup and handle pattern. I think I might gotten in wrong here. 657 is the 20 EMA. Well, if it doesn't work, my stop loss would be 648. And it seems that it doesn't want to work. Got in a bit too late, 641.50. See what it does. Maybe I'm overthinking a little bit. Maybe not. I've got out. I'm out with a $43 loss. Whatever I made on, almost lost everything that I made on the other trade. Yeah, didn't manage that one. Well, let's wait for another entry then. Um, ANPA. Red on the day again, what? $20, yes. 13.50, big spread 20 cents. Going back down. Very low volume. Lot of chop. Look at those wicks. SGL. A bit of a mess. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Guess what that loss probably. Alright. See. SNDK, look at that strong buying power here from 628 back to 650. Really, really strong. It was a mistake to go in there. I should have waited for the price to get below the 20 EMA again. GRAN. Slowly bleeding. I think it might go back to $2 where it ever started. Lowest of the day. But I wouldn't get into this again because the potential profit is not that high. The probability is pretty low. Yeah. What else? Bye. Having a good day. Green up is green. Lovely. Let's indicate. Looks like a better entry up here. Yeah. 640. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, maybe it looks too strong. Maybe I should stay away from this stock right now. Already had a loss on it. I missed the great increase around below the 20 MA here. Had 1, 2, 3 options to get in. I got in here. That was a mistake. Well, I think that's it for today for me. It's almost 4 o'clock, and I don't have any hopes for anything interesting to show up right now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.